Hey, this is Ketogenic Jim. Hopefully you're having a great day. Today I am doing some fudge brownies. They're usually quite hard to make, but we are doing it keto style. What you need, I'm just gonna go through really quick. Almond flour, probably better to have almond flour than ground almonds. This stuff I got from a place called Grape Tree, right in town. I'm still in England, so we're doing some English stuff, but almond flour is tough to find usually in England unless it's very expensive. Thankfully, this wasn't that bad. We need some cocoa powder, some coconut oil, some sea salt, a little bit of vanilla, some artificial sweetener of your choice. I'm using Truvia today, and a little bit of butter if you have it. If not, you can substitute for the coconut oil, but I recommend using 50-50 mix. We're gonna get started, and hopefully it tastes fantastic. It did last time, and I know it's gonna do it today. Okay, we're gonna get to measuring. We're gonna do 130 grams of butter and coconut oil in combination. If you don't have any coconut oil, you can use 130 grams of straight butter or 130 grams of coconut oil. I like to mix them just because they give a little bit better taste. Coconut oil is nice and sweet, so you can kind of adjust it from there, but I like the mix of coconut oil and butter. It gives a nice creamy texture. And we're doing about 100 to 120 grams of Truvia. We're gonna put 80 grams of cocoa powder in. About a teaspoon of some good quality salt. I'm using some Cornish sea salt. About a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon. And then to finalize, about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now we're going to microwave this and let everything kind of melt through, mix it all together, make sure this is a good consistency. Then we're going to add our eggs and almond flour. Okay, our coconut oil and cocoa, essentially our liquid chocolate mix, is now ready. Everything's kind of melted through. It's not 100%, but the residual heat should help it. Now we're going to add in our almond flour and eggs. Now the thing is, I have a lot of clients that aren't really big fans of almond flour, but honestly, if you're not really using it right, you don't want to use a whole lot of almond flour, especially in this. The almond flour really is just to bind it together. I recommend about 70 grams of almond flour, maybe 80 grams roughly. I always just use a tablespoon to scoop it out, which is going to be making it about 3 tablespoons of almond flour, and then we're going to put in 2 eggs. Now we got our 2 eggs. Just kind of crack one and then mix it in, and then crack the next one and mix it in. Just kind of do it slowly. Okay, this is mixed through. Now we're going to put it into our baking pan. I'm using essentially just a relatively simple brownie pan. I'm putting some greaseproof paper in here. That way it's a lot easier to clean up. And just pour it in, spread it out, and then put it into your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, and here they are. Well, it's one whole piece right now, one big brownie. But that's pretty much it. It's all the oil that obviously separated kind of burns away, or you can just drain it off if it still is there. But that's pretty much it. You let it cool off completely, then you cut it up, and then you have your brownies. That is the really good thing about parchment paper. You just literally put it into that, you cook it all off. It is completely grease proof, so it comes off really easy off that, and the dishwashing is non-existent. This is still insanely hot though. So what I'm going to do is leave this to sit to cool off there. Leave this on the cold side to let that cool off completely, and then once it's cooled off, I'll chop it up and kind of show you guys up close. Well, here they are. They look really, really good. They're very, very moist, very, very thick, very chewy. It's pretty much all that you want in a brownie, I'd say. And get a bit of chocolate into them too. What I would want to do next time would be maybe to put some walnuts or some almonds into them to kind of spread out a bit of a crunch along with that. I always liked some sort of nuts in my brownies, but also I was a big fan of some sort of candy in the brownies too, whatever type of sugar I could put into it. But anyways, these are phenomenal. I would recommend maybe some coffee or some almond milk with them, just because they break up that richness, but they taste really, really good. If you like my videos and you like my recipes, I really would appreciate it if you gave a like and subscribe. Also, if you want to get in touch with any ketogenic coaching, I do a lot of sweets and a lot of baking recipes, and I really would love to help you lose weight while eating some fantastic sweets. Definitely get in touch with me, ketogenicjim@gmail.com, or direct message me through any social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day.